Hello Rovers and welcome back to another viewer account review. Today we'll be reviewing Null's account. Null is a returning player, so I think there'll be quite a bunch of things that we have to review today. For example, like what teams that they can use, how to catch up to the current meta, and also Tower, Wuwa, and perhaps Hologram. We'll see how much we can do today. We have Shopkeeper. Okay, so one thing that I always like to tell everyone is that they should have at least 230% energy vision on Shopkeeper. So your Shopkeeper currently has 200 energy vision, which is still around 30% less than what she needs. We have variation, which is very nice. So when you have another variation, remember to keep one for Verena. So in the time where you are away, they added this thing called the Whimpering Waste, which you can find in this place right here. So what happens in Whimpering Waste, right? You are split between two teams and you will use those two teams at the same time. Think of it like Genshin Abyss. You cannot change their weapons. So in a sense, Wuwa is a bit like Genshin's Abyss. Unlike the tower, where you can just, at the tower menu screen, where you can just take the weapon out and put it onto another resonator, in Wuwa, you cannot do that. So therefore, I would actually highly recommend you to keep one more variation when you do get the variation. Otherwise, you can get the Call of the Abyss. Call of the Abyss can be found in also Rina Sita again and the Fells. So in the Fells, you want to do this Resounding Rise tower, this other tower, and then after you're done with the exploration quest in this tower right here, head on down to this tower over here to complete the last quest. At the top of this tower, do not, I repeat, do not forget to claim your Call of the Abyss weapon. Then once you get Call of the Abyss over here, you will be able to start crafting Call of the Abyss in Nyala's Mass Reverie over here. Anyways, for Shopkeeper, we have HP, that's nice. Energy Regen, okay. Energy Regen, HP. Okay. This, I would say that if you're really confident in hitting 250%, not 230% energy regen, you can use HP over here. So yeah, HP. Attack would be for Verena. Alternatively, you could just go with energy regen and you don't have to think too much about whether you hit the correct stats or not. Because with another energy regen, then you would already have hit enough 230% energy regen here, even with level 80 weapon. So it's really up to you, but I would say if you want to really min-max your Shopkeeper, HP, 1 energy regen, 1 HP will do. Top stat priority for Shopkeeper is honestly energy regen and HP. The rest is not really needed, but if you really want your Shopkeeper to do damage, crit damage is all you need because Shopkeeper's enhanced intro does crit damage. I mean, does guaranteed crit damage. So you do not need crit rate. For Yuno, let's see, Yuno, you have her signature weapon, that's perfect. That's perfect. Crit rate, attack, energy, okay. Why are we missing +1 here? Do you intend to replace this? If you do intend to replace this, then I guess that makes sense. This one, okay, but there's no crit at all. This one, you would definitely want to replace this. You ran out, I see. Okay. Do you know why you will run out of tubes? It's because you +25 them straight away, which is, I wouldn't say is a very good practice unless you're Dragon Life, because Dragon Life is somehow able to hit all the stats that he needs whenever he just +25 everything. For me, what I would do is, for example, let's take this Echo for example, right? You want to upgrade and then you want to do level cap here instead. So you could do like as what Sina said, 3-1 for the first +10. And then if your two substats are shit, like for example this one, HP and defense, throw it away. Do not continue enhancing. Like you see defense, flat defense 60, flat attack, you're just like totally wasted. Also remember, the more you enhance, the more you're going to waste So you always want to do plus 10. Then if it's like pretty crappy stats, plus 15. If it's pretty decent stats, you can try plus 20. But yeah, never in any circumstance, unless you're super confident like Dragon Life, do the plus 25. Hey, I mean, if it works for you, that's great, man. Plus 25 and you get all the stats that you need. That's great. For you know what you want to work on, definitely work on this. Definitely work on this. Lowest roll crit rate with nothing is just horrendous. Then after that, you can work on this and work on this, and then finally work on this. -1 score for bad rolling practices. -4 total score. Jinxie needs more crit rate. You know why? If your Dragon Puke misses the big damage, right, your Jinxie is going to have to do extra few rotations. So right now, your Jinxie Dragon Puke is almost essentially simulating a 50-50. Whether you will win or you will lose. So if you get crit, congrats, you've won the 50-50. If you lose that 50-50, well, GG. Oh my goodness. That's with Ages of Harvest, your crit rate is 52%. That is quite oof. Mega oof right there. Okay, let's see what's wrong. Now you wonder how I react to your Jian. Well, better hold on to your sanity. Okay, this echo right here, very good. Very good. This is what you want to see. Okay, this one's okay. So that means your one cost is going to be very shit. I would say this is a 5-5 energy regen perfect. This is perfect. This is perfect. This one is also quite close to perfect. So this one, aha, we are missing the crit. Aha, holy shit. Okay, I know that a 18.6% crit damage is very tempting to keep, but when you get like 2 rolls like this, throw it away, give it up. I know it hurts. Letting go hurts a lot, but you need you need crit rate. Same for this one. Honestly, if I have like roll HP and heavy attack already, I would have just thrown this out of the window. You're missing so much crit rate. So like imagine if you had like 6.3, 6.3, and 6.3 over here. You would have an additional plus 18%, which would have put you at 70% crit rate, and that would have looked pretty good already. I guess for Jinxie, if you do want to upgrade her, you want to max out this Forte circuit first. That's where her Dragon Puke does a lot of damage, followed by Resonance Liberation. Holy, what am I staring at? What's this crit rate? What the? Where's the crit? Why is this crit damage? Hello? This is not even S1. Your Carlotta is never critting. Your Carlotta is never critting. Oh no, what the heck? Use this one, man. What the? Sheesh. I know crit damage looks good, okay? But you need that crit rate. Come on. Please. I honestly don't expect a lot of crit rate on your echoes here then. I mean, okay. 3-5. Replace this one. Just replace this one. You need your crit rate really badly, so keep this one first. Okay, keep this one. Okay, so what you need to do is to replace these two. Try to get at least 70% crit rate on Carlotta, because Carlotta really needs a crit. Okay. Then probably replace this one, cause okay, how you want to know, right, is 12.6 and 6.3. When you see 12.6 on crit damage, lowest roll. When you see 6.3 on crit rate, lowest roll. What do you do with 2 lowest roll crits? Throw them away. Just throw them away. When you have double crit but both are lowest roll, throw them away. Why? Because it hurts to see. Just throw them away. Oh no. Oh no. Level 4. What is this? For Carlotta. God damn it. You want to get the inherent skill, followed by the Resonance Liberation, and the fortes. Okay, also remember to like get all of these. During recent Sita, you started becoming inactive. Well, rip. I think today will be quite the field day for me when I try to do your Wuwa Tower and hologram. You promise you love Carlotta, so can I expect a well-built Carlotta the next time if you ever do ask for a review? So for Verena, right? I would recommend having at least 200% energy regen as well, which is why instead of Jinjo Keeper, I would use Variation. But of course, right now you don't have Variation, so you'll stick to Jinjo Keeper for now until you get Call of the Abyss. It gets worse as I go down the character list. Yeah, I see. Like you're missing the fifth set for Rejuvenating Glow as well. Basically, what you don't want to do is you don't want to have two Stonewall Braces or two same echoes. You know why? Because it's written down here, right here. Same echoes will not be counted towards the Sonata effect. So having two Stonewall Braces achieves nothing. You stop using Verena, you're going to need Verena. Why are you abandoning Verena like that? When we do get an energy regen for the Hushi later, probably our enhanced 1 energy regen Hushi for Verena. Shorekeeper happened. Well, now you need Verena. Also, very important thing right here. If you are using Bellborn, it's usually when you are having trouble with the hologram or you have Carthathia. If you don't have Carthathia, Fallacy of No Return is a better option. And between healing bonus and attack percentage, I would say that it really depends up to you. For me, I prefer healing bonus. So I will equip a healing bonus. Probably like E1. Oh, okay. Crit rate. Resonance. Yeah, I'll just leave this at plus 10 for now. Yeah, now doesn't have Carthathia, but in the future, if you ever do get Carthathia and you want to use with Verena, because for me, I actually do use with Verena in the Whimpering Ways, like Carthathia, Chacona, and Verena instead of Aero Rover. I feel like Aero Rover slows down my rotation by quite a bit, but it's a personal preference, I see. And your next Verena sequence to look forward to is S2, because that's where she'll get a spike. So pray hard for Verena when you lose a 50-50. And now let's move on to Encore. Encore! Cosmic Ripples. Hold on, the crit rate is also abysmal. Okay, cool. Okay, so when you are lacking crit rate, always go for crit rate. Don't use a crit damage. Not unless... So unless, right, you are going to pull for String Master, I would not recommend having a crit damage. String Master is Zinlin's signature weapon, which works really well for Encore. So fusion... Okay, number 1, change Inferno to crit rate unless you're using String Master. Number 2, this is a 3525 2525. I would say you might want to rework on this one. This double crit is really low. Rover, Overture Rover is as cursed as it looks. But Emerald of Genesis, okay. Yeah, with Emerald of Genesis, it makes sense. And you better upgrade your Genesis. Why? Weapons are also a very important part of your damage. If you're telling me that you're not really like using Emerald of Genesis and you're not really using Rover anymore, that's fine. But with the current tower, you probably might just need to upgrade Emerald of Genesis for Rover, because the tower now is at 36 crest, which means you need more resonators. Anyways, for Rover, honestly, for me, I will use the Nightmare Crownless. Because Nightmare bosses, they have passive equip. So how do you find Nightmare bosses, right? You see these red colored Nightmares? Yeah, these are your Nightmare bosses. They are basically upgrades of your current bosses. As for Nightmare Crownless, what you need to do is you need to head to the Penitent's End here. And then you need to discover all Dream Patrol challenges to unlock the Nightmare Crownless. So it's going to give you a passive where you have basic attack, and Havoc damage as long as you equip it on your main slot. Yeah, but you need to unlock it first. So therefore, you gotta not slack on your exploration challenge. Okay, now for Tian. Oh my goodness. What am I looking at? Why is it the answer? Yes, 23% crit rate. Oh my god. Why is this lingering tunes? Why is it not five set? So for example, like this one, right? For example, 12.6 and 7.5, and then you have the third substat that you need. Perfectly fine. It's good enough. And for this one, you can get away if you have enough crit rate. But because now doesn't have enough crit rate, also what the so many imposters. What is this build? Oh my goodness. I'm horrified. What motivated you to enhance a hero damage bonus with Havoc that's on a Havoc Eclipse set? You know what? I'll say that you're a very, very forward-thinking player. One of the most unique Echo set builds I've ever seen. But yeah, you use the 5 piece. I'm not gonna comment on the rest because there's literally like nothing for me to comment on other than this echo being perfect, except that this is not crit rate. So this is a pity because your broad blade is crit damage already. So honestly, should have gone for crit rate Baringo. And for Baringo, there's a new nightmare echo all the way over in this place right here. So yeah, so you see how when the resonator with this echo equipment main slot gives 12% aero and 12% heavy, so you no longer have to cast the echo skill in order to gain the passive. So when you rebuild, make sure you have the crit rate. Do not use crit damage. Please. Oh my goodness. Genshin artifact mindset. I mean, yeah, Genshin artifact set allows you to do 2-piece. Here though, 2-piece will not give you as much of a power spike as the full entire set itself. You know what we can do? Because your wave plates are stacking up, right? We should not let your wave plates stack up any longer. So therefore, what we're gonna do is, because you have 2 characters in Aero, in the Sierra Guild, so what we can do is we can go farm on the Sierra Guild tested field. Glacial damage bonus, let's keep that one. Electro, no. Aero, yes. Electro, no. Electro, no. Attack, maybe. Defense, nope. Defense, nope. Electro, nope. Okay. So another thing that you want to try doing is, so you go to the data bank. They also added this new function called Echo Management. I usually wouldn't bother with the auto lock settings. I will actually go to auto discard settings instead. So what you can do is just enable everything over here, like because they have like the presets done for you already. So that's perfect as it is. Then after that, what you want to do is you want to have another plan where you leave everything here empty, do not select anything, and lingering tunes. So unless you're like doing some specific build with lingering tunes, like for example, you want to try out the Yuhu Verina Sanhua combo with lingering tunes that I saw over on TikTok that gets you like 4.2k on Wuwa, I think. Otherwise, you would not really need lingering tunes. As for attributes, you don't need defense, you do not need... Wait, no. This is just the lingering tunes, not yet. And then we save this, activate the plan, discard this, and call it lingering discard. Then the other thing that you want to throw away is all the defense and HP. So you notice how like all the glacial throws away other attributes. Fusion throws away other attributes. So on and so forth. But they do not throw away your defense and HP. So what's gonna happen is you can keep this rarity cost. So Nata said select all, but leave Rejuvenating Glow and Windward Pilgrimage out of it because Rejuvenating Glow has Shopkeeper and Baiju who needs HP. And Windward Pilgrimage is for Kartetia who needs HP. So discard HP, discard defense, probably healing bonus since you don't really need it. Save this plan, activate the plan, and then call it. Discard HP and defense. Then let's say you want to discard the defense on your Windward Pilgrimage. So you just make another one. Windward Defense. And then add Sonata for Windward Pilgrimage. Add the defense stat. And you should discard most of the that stuff already. So now when we do this round of Test a Field, watch how many sets they discard for you. You can't save anything. Not unless maybe you're telling me that there's an S6 Shopkeeper. Then perhaps. So now you see, right? Its arrow damage bonus, it did not discard. So you can just click on these and you're like, maybe I need arrow here. Lock it. And you see Spectral, you don't need Spectral on a Glacial set. Auto discard. You don't need Havoc on a Sierra Gale set. Auto discard. Spectral on Glacial set again, auto discard. Spectral, Glacial set again, auto discard. Attack, okay, keep. Energy regen, maybe you need, maybe you don't. Honestly, usually you don't. And HP, auto discard. Yeah, so after that, now if you ever do feel like you want to clear your echo bag, which I will say that it's not anytime soon because your echo bag has a lot of empty space. But let's say that your echo bag fills up, you can now go to batch merge and then show discarded only, and then just select all and you just auto batch merge. So first things first, we have a bunch of aerial damage bonuses. Energy regen, I mean, if you do need it, I would say not really, but I'll just leave it up to you. Okay, so now let's do proper enhancing. Okay, we will plus 10, and then you see heavy, and you know heavy is not for so you just want to unlock it and move on to the next one. Why some stuff here are cursed? Well, it's time for you to find out. 360, no. Alright, it seems like we are not getting lucky at all with the rolls. Okay, maybe I said too early. Okay, so here's what you want to see. A crit damage over here. And then you want to plus 15 with what you have. If you're feeling more adventurous, plus 20. And let's say we plus 15 gives us basic. We shall stop this here and move on to the next one. Do you know why? Because chances are, even if you get like crit rate in the last stat, it's going to be a 2-5 echo and it's going to look like crap. So we shall continue on to the next carapace. And look what we have here, even better. Crit rate 10.5, attack 8.6%. So now I'm feeling very adventurous. 2-5, which is very good. So I'll just use maybe like a plus 25 to it and just hope and pray for something really good. Crit damage. God damn it. But you know what that means? At least we have something better for Tien. So we can unbrick Tien with this one. So that's why that's why I'm doing Sierra Gale, because you have two characters you can enhance for. So even if it's stats that doesn't need, at least Tien can use. And then if you're feeling like it, plus 25 this one. Hope there's a crit damage. What the fuck, bro? Okay, Jian, 4-5 echo for Jian. Okay, Jian's like on his way to being unbricked. Even for that's like a pretty decent piece. So if we do not have anything for later, we can just pluck it from Jian and put it into unless it's Wuwa. Anyways, do we have any other aerial damage bonus? We do. So let's hope and see if we can get anything better. Where's this luck in my account? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Energy regen, resonance skill. Here is where it becomes iffy. Needs around 130% energy regen, so you could still try. If this one's a crit rate, we continue. If this one's not a crit rate, we do not continue. We have a bunch of attacks. Okay, we can work with that. And so 3 and 1. Energy regen, heavy attack damage bonus. Do I have to enhance this on Jian? Crit rate, basic. Okay, maybe not. Maybe We'll move on to the next one first. 3 and 1. AV again. No, which is not what Yuno needs. This one's already better for Tian because it has 2 stats that Tian needs. And we move on to this one. 3 and 1 again. Okay, it's all shit. So we shall move on to trying plus this plus 20 and we cope. We cope and we hope. And we got a crit rate. What the heck is going on? What the hell is going on? What the hell is going on? Why is he getting everything that he needs? Where's Yuno's? Okay. You know what? I'm not gonna question it. And then we delete the plus 25 we don't need, which is this one. There's another plus 25, which is this one. You don't need this one. Okay, never mind. Let's remove that. And then we enhance this to plus 25. Hopefully it gives us crit damage. Wow, look at this. You already got 2, 4, 5 pieces for Jiyan within a short amount of time. And then you look at his crit rate now, way better than whatever it was just now. But of course you need that last Sierra Gale, which we are going to have to get from... They will probably need to share for now. Tian hasn't been freed, not yet. Not yet entirely. He still has this imposter rostrum right here. And you will need to change this Beringal to crit rate. But what we want to enhance for is so that the game is just like doesn't really want to give you Yuno's echoes, but that's how it is sometimes. I'm gonna use Tian. Yeah, this is all Aero. So using Tian here makes more sense. Tian more taffy like that. Level 1 Motefi usable? I mean, if you look at that, minus 28, the 26 damage from Motefi, just the damage alone, no, but he's a good buffer for Tian. That's why you see me using him. Ah yeah. Okay, yeah, you only need his outro, but you need to be very careful when you're using level 1 Motefi like that, because you see how I just got insta one tap. Where are they going? Why are they running around like that? Okay, honestly, I'm actually quite impressed with Jiyan's ability so far. Going pretty well. One thing that they added also after for a while you're gone is that they added this thing called Echo Presets. How to access Echo Presets is you click on this button right below here. So when you enter this page, you can save as a preset and be like Shorekeeper or HP Glow. Then this would allow you to just go on to Baizhi, click on this same button, apply. Then, so basically Baizhi will have all of Shorekeeper's echoes. Just remember to swap back the weapon. And then so after we're done with Baizhi over here, we can go back to Shorekeeper, click on the echo, make sure to swap the weapon as well, and then click on the echo preset and apply. You see how why no one really likes doing Baichi? Because if she misses with a U-turn, right, you just waste so much more time on the field trying to get U-turn stacks. Or go and get her forte. Okay, not bad. Honestly, I think one thing to note about Baichi, right, when you want to use her, is that for Baichi, because of how clunky she is, sometimes I would actually like to start with her as number 1. But if you're like me, who always likes my support to be number 2, then one thing you can try to do is that, so it's like when she spawns in, you always do a U-turn, right? So if you want to skip this animation, what you can do is you can spawn in and instantly press the alt, so that you skip the spawn in animation. Oh, Baichi has variation equip. What the? Ah yeah, my skill got cancelled. That's rude. Okay, never mind. We still got this. Okay, we got this. We got it. But yeah, if Baichi has no variation, then I wouldn't recommend. But with variation, you can make it work. And for Jinxie, using Verena is best for Jinxie so that you can charge up her forte gauge along with Yuanwu. Now, the problem with using Yuanwu is that you have to literally run around the map and constantly place down his skill. You'll see a Thunder Pillar because the radius is very small. So one thing you can try doing is to get Jinxie's Dragon Puke out really quickly so that she is able to charge up her forte really quickly after that first Dragon Puke. And truly the 50-50, indeed truly 50-50.
の先へ。横島を取り払え。
任せてください。進化をお見せします。植物だって生きてるんです。
俺も出よう。一撃突破。小手調べだ。俺も出よう。
兵士
Okay, perfect rotation. And perfect parries. Just a bit more.
進化をお見せします。
俺も出よう。
虹に身を寄せ。
Okay, we are done. We're done. We are done. That was perfect. Perfect rotation. At the end was perfect rotation. God damn it, man. I hate dealing with Hecate so much. Okay, please crit this one. Okay, perfect. Okay, nice. We are critting. We didn't crit with that one, but we can allow for one more. Okay, nice. So this is the last rotation.
気をつけましょうね。
Okay, Marina build up.
俺も出よう。
Build auto concerto ready.
戦友
Aye.
自在。
The Pharaoh was not ready, but it's okay. We got this. Bam, crit. Okay, nice. That's right. Jinxie is critting the important parts. That's all we care about. The 9 damage is killed. At least it fills up Jinxie's forte. Okay, now on to maybe Cadenza Auto. Don't expect any damage from Auto. Yeah, I'm not expecting any damage from Auto. Spam attack is control is cool.
入力。少し
I think with Cadenza you don't really need. Like, you just need to use his skills whenever they are on cooldown. And quick swap between Shopkeeper. Yeah, you don't have to level him up and don't care about his gun other than using Cadenza. No, just a little bit more. Okay, a valiant attempt.
幻想の変化。
見切れるかな。
星の歌よ。入力。少し遊んであげる。
危ない危ない。
瞬きは禁止よ。私を見なさい。はっやっ。私に答えな。
Invest on your 4 stars? Not really. Just make sure to invest on your DPS first. You need your DPS to do damage.
運命は水の地入りを告げる。示した通り。
とっておきだ。こっちだ。
神聖を授ける。平入少し遊んであげる。
くらいな。
楽しませることね。
これ。
華麗に優雅に任せたわ。これが私の決意。矢の先を真実に。この身をもって誓いをなす。破壊。
見切れるかな。
アドアストラ。入力。瞬きは禁止よ。楽しませることね。
これぞ。
少し遊んであげる。せめて任せたわ。やっ。月が満ちたわ。
Oh, that non-crit might have been lethal.
因果水の治療。
Okay, we still got one more rotation.
これが痛み。
とっておきだ。
星の歌よ。入力。華麗に優雅に。
それ。核を出す。これ。
瞬きは禁止よ。任せたわ。私に答え
Okay,
な
crit this one. Come on, crit this one. Okay, nice. Okay, nice. We got it. So, we identified that the problem was Alto's energy regen. So Alto, I think, yeah, just keep him at 150% energy regen. That's good enough.
とっておきだ。
神聖を授ける。入力。少し遊んであげる。
それ。
This is more than you anticipated already. It's honestly very possible when you know your units. Okay, that's enough. That's enough of your nonsense sentry construct. God damn it. That's for tower, 29 crest. If you're able to invest in a little bit for your, you should be able to clear this second floor without any issue. Okay, so for Whimpering Waste, right, what you want to try doing for the token, you almost always want to use this red flag with the Illuminati eye, because it increases crit damage. So use this one and use this one. Make sure that your resonator has enough crits. And then for the first team, you will want to use Verena. If you have Rolova, that's great. If you have Camellia, that's great, but you have none of those two, so that's fine. We can use Juno, and I mean we can use Jinxie. Okay, so how this is going to work, right, is if you want to swap between Yuno and Jinxie during their combo attacks, make sure that both their states are lined up. So when Yuno is on the ground, you can swap to Jinxie no problem, like for them like this. But when Yuno goes into air, right, make sure that your Jinxie is also in the air, so you can do pretty interesting combos like aerial combat all together.
兵士西に身を寄せ
私を見なさい。
ルパンの先へ
So that's the important thing to note about this team.
未来を
同心
繰り返る。
大平を迎えるために
Yeah.
これはどう？
骨をその枷を解き放て
私が誰かを
Alright. Shopkeeper's not in my second slot, lol. Yeah, I need to change. You remember
神聖を
to
授ける。
do it later.
入力。これがモンテリの挨拶です。
呼吸
これがモンテリの挨拶です。
Okay, so one trick you can do with Carlotta is to make sure that her first big hit hits everyone, and then you can try to line up such that her last ulti hits everyone in a row. So something like this. So you almost always wanna like try to shoot from
心。
a side right down the line.
権限せし監獄
That's
よ
the best way to use Carlotta in Wuwa
私が誰かわかりますか？
with proper positioning, so that you can make the most out of it.
入力。これがモンテリの挨拶です。そこです。
呼吸
終わりにす
Oh
る。
my god, wrong person. But yeah, like that. Okay, floor 9. Floor 9 is usually where things get a little bit more difficult. So here is where, if you find your team like sort of struggling, you may want to start using your gold tokens or your favorite tokens. My favorite tokens is Plunderer and Pilgrim. I think for now we can still stick with the blue tokens, because in floors 9 to 11 you still have token charges. So here is where you want to ration your token charges so that you can get at least high ranking A points in your last 3 stages, so that you can get to infinite torrents. After after this stage, or during this stage, you see how we have like wave 4 of 6 now. Yeah. So basically what happens is that now instead of like dealing with 3 waves, you have more waves to deal with, which makes it even more difficult. Okay, A rank. That's not very high A rank though. And we have spectral resistance here. So therefore, what we're gonna try is we're going to try to use Plunderer's Captain Seal.
三日月よ
同心影内容だ兵士幽霊の力で
楽しませることね任せたわ
自分の先へ
まばたきは禁止よ私に答えなさい
Nice.
任せてください
And here will be focused more on Verena so that she can trigger the healing a little bit more instead of Jinxie, because Jinxie will not be the main source of damage over here. While she can still do quite a bit of damage, she won't be the main source of damage over here.
与えなさい花よ片付け植物だ
And then here's the most important part. Use Verena on a bunch of echoes that have the Verena's out on a bunch of echoes or Tessa Discord so that you can continuously trigger the lightning.
進化をお見せし兵士任せたわすべて導きよ
自分の先へ
Boom! Very nice.
よこしま
Oh well, I have to raise an out here, but the out's not that strong, so it's not too much, not too big of a
任せ
waste.
てください光栄だわ私を見なさいこれが私の決意因果
同心影内容だ
進化をお見せします
舞い上がれ
まばたきは禁止よ任せ
甘くなる光よ
楽しませることね矢の先を真実に花よ楽しいじゃない
And now we use Verena's
進
out
化
B
日
over
向ぼ
here.
っこの時間ですよ幻想の変化華麗に優雅に称えなさい
And this is where we cast the out and clear this whole thing. Okay, nice. You see, with Plunderer's Captain Seal, it really super buffs your whole team so that you can clear. So you see how this team was barely able to clear wave 9, and we still have plenty of time to spare for wave 10. That's the power of Plunderer's Captain Seal along with Yuno and Verena. So this Yuno and Verena will be quite a good combo. And if you're able to get one more healing resonator inside that team, I think you can expect to see a lot of lightning. And there we go. We have unlocked Infinite Torrents. Alright, so what we're gonna do for Infinite Torrents is we're gonna use Encore because the golden tokens are really strong. Unless you have no one who can really utilize any of these, then I would say that it's time for hell, it's time for extra hell. Man, okay, we can do Shopkeeper and the last team that time where we'll be using Gaze as Drowns and Dream. And this one, and this one, I will be using the Haven that gleams elegantly. And we'll start the challenge.
幻想の変化にこれがモンテリの挨拶です華麗に終わりにする片付けましょう任せたわ私が誰かわかりますかこれはどう宴の始まりですよ星の歌よ入力まばたきは禁止よこれがモンテリの挨拶です勝利の女神が微笑んだ
Anyways, Carlotta will be contributing too much. I mean, she still does a bit of damage now, but
ある程度
not a lot.
完成ですわ私が少し遊んであげる矢の先を私に答えなさい対のちりを告げる繰り返る 焼却。三日月よ、私が神聖を授ける。好きよ。入力。華麗に優雅に任せたわ。よっ、お静かに。そこです。これぞ剣断。これがモンテリの挨拶です。誉れはモンテリと共に。楽しいじゃない。いや、まばたきは禁止よ。はあ、モンテリの名にかけて。私が誰かわかりますか？月が満ちたわ。すべて導きよ。因果終わりにする。
Oh man, my rotation this time around was too slow. And I messed up the rotation in between.
入力。少し遊んであげる。たたえなさい。任せたわ。これがモンテリの挨拶です。光栄だわ。勝利の女神が微笑んだ。まばたきは禁止よ。新時代へようこそ。
Okay, ulti now. I gotta go. Just ulti and hopefully clear something. No. Okay. I think I'm gonna need your Yuno and Kalata to do more damage.
横島取り払え。入れよ、海に帰れ。
花よ、進化をお見せします。アンコールの時間だ。日向ぼっこの時間ですよ。これ楽しいね。
決勝移動。
あんこのお友達をい
Stepping
じ
on
め
them
る
be
な。
like, nah.
の先へ。
You realize the wave is havoc reduced after clearing yesterday?
くらえ。
Lol.
それ。進化をお見せします。
同心。
Were you using some havoc characters? We got 3k.
竜輪の
Oh,
力。
that's nice.
これ楽しいね。
Can I get the next wave spawn? Thank you. Oh.
例の登場だ。
Ah yeah, my Verena has no more.
アンコールの時間だ。例に飲まれろ。
Ah, Prolova and Changli, I see.
行くよ。潰れろ。なんとストップ。
兵士。ハゲ。
例の登場だ。
Yeah, even with havoc resist, Prolova is still doing very well. Ow.
横島。
And you know what? This wave over here has so much spectral resist.
やあ、あんこに近づくな。
Okay, I can feel myself getting tired already. My rotation is not as crisp as just now.
入れよ、
あんこの力を見せてやる。
海に帰れ。
アンコールの時間だ。やあ、花よ、幕開けだ。やあ、だ。例の登場だ。
世の光にひれ伏せ。入れよ、運の先へ。
進化をお見せします。
兵士。海に帰れ。
アンコールの時間だ。さあ、例の登場だ。あんこのお友達をいじめるな。行くよ。
500 points off. Okay, I think once you have them raised enough, right, we will revisit this. I wouldn't say Center Tower looking difficult. If you can get Juno's Echoes to having more crit damage and crit rate, like work on work on this, work on this, work on this, and work on this. You know how we managed, we tried working on Yuno's echoes and then somehow we just got Zian's echoes. I mean, it is what it is. And I think you would be able to definitely 30 crest, or if you're unable to, you can always get me again. Well, that's about it for your account now. I hope you've learned quite a few things and I hope you do know what you need to build now. We will see again when we do see again. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Happy gaming, Rovers, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye. Goodbye.